Welcome back to Booty, Session 5, Part 2. We've just come off Part 1 where the gang finally landed the Clumsy Goose in Goldtooth Town on the Goldtooth Isle. They unloaded, met Bob and Nob, who took them and the Mankeys past Tyrone and Fortune's Grasp. They coated him in great smelling poo. They then continued on and showed the guys up to Master Flagan's Apothecary shop, where they dropped the group off. This is where you find yourself, outside of a potion master's shop. It says Master Flagan's Apothecary and Spells. It's well known in the town for producing all forms of potions for individuals, for helping farmers, for helping the local hospitals, things like that. He makes all kinds of things. He also does some spells. He's a very well-known wizard, particularly specializing in the field of transmutation. The shop in front of you is wooden. It's raised off the ground slightly on stilts with a staircase going up the front of it. You can see two windows, and inside there are odd glowing, swirling movements coming on from the inside. You notice the odd mage light sort of bob past the windows, what's creating that light. It's not huge. It's about perhaps 20, 30 feet wide, the store, with a normal sized front door for a normal sized person. Would you like to proceed inside?
No. We turn around, we take our Mankeys with us, and we get back on that ship.
We've had a nice time. I think this is it. Yeah. No, what we can fit through the door then. You said normal,
it's a normal shop.
The fact you said a normal doorway means people probably can't get in that fucking door.
I'm not that much bigger.
So remember, Master Flagan is a gnome.
You're 6, 7 foot.
He's a gnome.
Oh, okay.
It might be a squeeze. You might maybe have to walk in sideways.
Maybe we can shift him in. We have to kind of like.
Don't you worry.
Like trying to put a sofa through a up a staircase.
Easy.
Pivot.
So you pivot your way through this front door. Both of you working together to haul Kapipi through this door.
There's a lot of swearing and under the breath, like cursing.
Just pop your head in.
No,
Why don't you pop your arms and head in?
Go left.
Pop your head in. There he is. That's
Roll me in.
Right. And he's back out again, clanging away.
Hello, we got delivery.
And you walk in and you see, if you've got the, there we go, an apothecary's shop. Standing behind a large counter is an old gnome with two sprouts of curly hair protruding from either side of his head. Behind, there he is.
Hey.
He is well dressed, quite wizened and old. He's probably, you know, approaching the last quarter of his life. I don't know how long gnomes live, but he doesn't look like he's got long left. He is behind the counter of this apothecary. There's a raised floor that keeps the gnome at eye height for the average person. Behind him is a wide array of bottles and containers, reagents and bizarre bits of animals are suspended in colorful liquids. Incense can be smelt floating in the air, and warm mage-like orbs give the apothecaries a mystical aura.
Wonderful.
Hello, gentlemen. How may Master Flagan, brilliant brewmaster, master of transmutation, and tamer of the arcane arts, assist you today?
Oh, we're here to assist you, actually.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, we've got your Mankeys outside.
We've come
the
from
mutant monkeys.
Periwinkle sent us with a load of deliveries and that for you and whatnot.
Very good. Yes, I received an arcane message from her a couple of days ago. I thought you'd be here sooner, but pleasure to see you made it here in one piece.
Yeah. We took down a kraken.
Bit of traffic.
Oh, a great beast of the deep.
Yeah, took it out on our own, by ourselves.
Yeah, I did. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, we all worked together on that.
Yeah, with
that.
Powerful wizard here.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your best trick?
Oh, well, I can't show you here.
Oh, but what have you done? Can you describe it?
I am a master of transmutation, young man.
All right, okay.
I can change you or I into anything at all.
Man. Could you turn me into a dragon?
I could, yes.
Can you turn him into a dragon?
I could, yes.
What about him?
Have you seen this one though?
No, not him.
Ah.
Oh, witch!
It's just my fun.
Kapipi does the thumb trick, for those not watching.
No, I have received a message. Yes, you have for me a delivery, I believe. Was it the mutant monkeys mixed up with my apprentice and some miracle grow? The stones, very good, very good.
Oh, yeah. Well, hold on a second.
Oh.
We're expecting some payment for this delivery.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course.
And he ravages underneath his desk, and he's like, you hear like
choppy out there. Good thing that all these Mankeys came back in one piece.
Well, they certainly did. They're sleepy.
Puts a bag of coin on.
I counted it before you arrived. 875 gold. Sounds about right?
We're going to have to count that again.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to rummage him up. You won't see him, but he'll see you. Unseen servant. Come on, boy.
You got a desk or something that we can just...
He's going to start.
Yeah, so in the apothecary, in front of you is the main sort of like bar. It's like going into a pharmacy, right? So he's stood behind the main desk, but off to your sides, you've got a few little tables and things that have various little curios and bits and bobs for sale. Yeah, you can count. The servant can use that table to count.
And while he's doing that, is it all right if we just get a receipt for it, just to prove that we've...
Of course, no problem.
Yeah.
And
he'll pull out some vellum and a quill, and very ornately draws like a thing, you know, like,
on behalf of Master Flagan, I can confirm that I have received the promised goods and payment has been made of the appropriate amount. Signed, Master Flagan. He turns it to you.
Yeah.
Would you care to sign?
Yeah, who shall I make it out to?
Master Flagan.
Master Flagan, all the best, love all my fans, Sticky Mickey.
And then he sort of like...
faithfully.
Yours faithfully.
Just stick it in the middle there.
I've squeezed it in, like you do when you write a birthday card.
Thank you very much.
And he pulls the quill out of your hand and then slides it back. And then does a little thing with his hand and prestidigitation, the ink dries.
All very fancy.
Very good.
Do we get a copy of that?
Sure.
And he picks up another piece of vellum, gets this piece of vellum, and goes...
Carbon copy.
And then, bam, instantly, the entire thing is just there on
Well,
the new piece
you're
of
not
vellum.
forging my signature, are you?
Well, I guess you said I am. I could be, yes. I could if I wanted to. But then, thankfully, my boy, I can turn lead into gold.
Yeah? Well, I can do this. I pull out this 1 foot pole that we've got.
Yep.
That then turns into... Grow!
The 10-foot pole expands inside this shop.
Jesus, I'm knocking everything
I mean, the
over.
shop is barely wide enough for this to happen. Clatters into a bunch of things on the shelf.
Jesus!
He ducks behind the desk as this pole
That is
expands.
impressive.
Shrink!
Wow.
And he gets back up from behind the desk like,
Very good. Do you mind getting your unseen servant to pick up some of the things he's just knocked off for me?
Oh, yeah. Can you just sort this mess out? Thank you.
We're not that different, you and me.
He'll do it.
I haven't seen him.
You won't be able to see him. He's unseen. He's an unseen servant.
course.
You must have heard of that maybe sometime.
I have. No, I knew the spell myself. It's very useful.
Yes, it is useful. Yeah.
Master Flagan,
Yes.
I know we're just the couriers here, but I'm intrigued. The Mankeys and the intern situation. Can we get some light shed on that whole messed up mess? I mean, the Mankeys are really fucked.
You're right. Where are they? Outside?
Oh yeah, in a cage.
Okay,
Said
I'll open
heavily
a side
sedated.
gate. You bring them round. I've got a back room where we do some of the more complex magic. Let's say.
You may have noticed a little friend of yours floating around.
Oh,
Terence.
of course, Terence.
Terence.
well,
You're looking well. Are you well?
He's very
the
well.
rabbit does not understand what
Did
this
you
man
know
is
he
saying.
can do this?
Yes.
Oh, he's knocking everything over.
This turtle is like a turtle in an apothecary shop.
Yeah, it really is.
He's really knocking some things over. Yes, he has a unique gut biome that allows him to rapidly digest various matter and create vast quantities of gas.
We did notice if he eats certain things, his gas does different things. Like
How
Flammable.
curious.
yeah, flammable.
That requires much study.
Well,
I delight in things like that.
Oh, I'm
you?
sure you do, you
I
weirdo.
do.
Would you care to bring the Mankeys around the back? And he's sort of like getting ready, shuffling a bit. I'll go round. You go outside. Bring the Mankeys round. I'll open the side gate.
all right.
Okay.
Yeah, Tort will be right on it. I'm just gonna have a look around
I've
the
got to
shop.
get out of this door again. So,
Oh, God. Tuck in.
You might
I've
want to
got
be more
Terence to get
accommodating
out
for the
of as
different
well.
species of Goldtooth Isle and the bordering islands. You might want to extend your door a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe transmute it to a bigger door.
I'll tell you what. When you've got a shop, you can decide how to run it.
Wow.
maybe a ramp at the front as well, so there's not just the steps.
No ramps. My
You
one
can't-
rule.
It's very definite.
My one rule.
We can't get you through that. I'm gonna shrink you. You don't want to know what that looks
I
like.
can get through. If I got in, I
Yeah,
can get out.
yeah,
I'm just
okay.
worried about Terence.
Yeah.
We might have to squeeze Terence's tummy a little bit to get him to.
Right,
He's
well, Terence will be
fine.
fine. Just
Why'd you inflate him?
There you go.
Oh, good God.
oh,
Smelly.
Still the remnants of the
That
calamari.
smells
Calamari. Oh, God, it stings the eyes, doesn't it?
It's really gross.
He's a crier.
Bring me to tears too.
I'm getting out of here. Someone roll me out the door. Roll me out.
Billow
push
that
it.
cape.
Thanks, sword.
And it kind of
It's
flaps the stink out the front door as Kapipi pushes through it.
I help rolling out.
Right, you see Master Flagan go back through the back door behind his counter,
got the
and then you
mankeys.
hear some clutter and clanking. And then to the side, there's a small, it's not very wide, just about wide enough for the trolleys to get through. A gate that he opens to the side. He's like, come. He's much smaller. He's only about 2.5, 3 feet tall now, so he's not on his raised platform. Come, yes, right, bring him through here.
Coming through.
Now, Periwinkle said that, unfortunately, some of the Mankeys had an accident, and it's not the full amount of Mankeys that had the intern in him. So, but he was like, Flagan's a master, and he'd be able to bring him back, and also didn't really care about the intern much.
That's something we get to see today, Flagan.
Are you interested in seeing it?
I'd like to see what he can do with these Mankeys.
Okay. Well, come round to my back room.
So you follow him around, go into the back room, he
Was it
opens the back door.
Periwinkle's idea to make the Mankeys, or was that your intern's idea?
No, our apprentice, Joven was his name, he was interested in learning the arts of transmutation. As you may have seen on Periwinkle's Island, she is very good at combining things, working with things. That's why she sent me some of the fertilizer and the wheat and the water. She's working to change and tailor things to be better than they are.
Got quite the establishment.
It is. It's a wonderful island. I visit there as frequently as I can.
Yeah, well, I put more defences up, mate, because Corsairs are running rampant.
They're ravaging the place, are they?
Yeah, I think that coral is doing a good job, but it's not around the whole island, is it?
Exactly. She needs to grow more, but it's a very intensive and a slow-growing thing, coral. Very sensitive, but it is a wonderful creation she created. Anyway, come through, and he opens through this sort of heavy wooden door opens to this sort of large, contained room behind his shop on stilts. So this one's
Lovely.
actually a stone room attached to the back of this. It's quite large. It's probably, it's sort of almost like a small stone warehouse behind it. It's 30, 40 feet long.
Why don't you make this your storefront? It's way bigger.
Well, because it's devoted to more, well, let's say, less customer-facing exercises. And as you go in the back room, Flagan is set up like an elaborate arcane circle with straps and chains and holding cells. And in the holding cells are lots of strange, sort of sedated animals, and the odd skeleton is in there as well. This is like his research room for doing things that aren't necessarily evil, but are certainly to the layman's eye pretty sketchy looking. Oh yes, bring the Mankeys in, set them down there.
Oh,
And he starts putting out these little chairs. They're like little stools. They're almost like they're sort of wooden stools for children.
Oh, thank you. I need to have a sit down.
You want to sit on one?
Yeah, I'm sat down.
It explodes underneath.
Oh,
What about chairs?
my bum.
You shouldn't just sit on anything you see.
thought
You shouldn't sit down in here. It's bloody dangerous.
I thought you were bringing chairs out for us.
No, these aren't for you. They're tiny. Look at you.
sorry.
Big monstrosity.
Sorry.
Great big oaf.
Whoa, ease up.
He's
Ease up.
Whoa.
He's wrecking my shop. He's wrecking my stalls.
I thought you were giving me a chair to have a sit down after carrying the Mankeys.
But
We've
is-
had a very long journey.
A word of advice? Perhaps ask me before you do something next time. Now,
Okay.
keep your hands to yourself. Stand very still.
May I stand here very still and keep my hands to myself?
You don't need to ask permission for something I've just told you to do. Clearly don't understand.
How many kids have you killed?
What?
Out of curiosity, how many children have you murdered?
What species?
Well, of any species.
Of any species?
Yeah,
Well, how
like-
many young sheep have you killed?
Well, loads.
Well, then loads.
Ridiculous amount.
Yeah, same.
Okay, what about your own species? Have you killed any dwarves?
No, I'm a gnome, you racist fuck.
I'm very sorry about that.
Very good, thank you.
Sometimes I just don't see a difference
You're
in anyone.
species blind.
I'm species blind.
That may make navigating this world somewhat
It
tricky.
does, but I talk to everyone as if they're all dwarfs. Anyway, are you a murderer?
Yes and no.
Okay. All right, just be careful while we're here, because I feel like he might push his luck.
You really think he was a dwarf?
I feel like he was, well, look, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. Look, it doesn't matter.
Tice, you got a lot to learn about the
Look,
surface,
I
mate.
know. Look, he doesn't have gills. That's different to me. Anyway, the way he spoke to Kapipi.
I thought he was giving me a seat.
Yeah, look, he might kill you. Be careful.
He may
What was
not
that?
consider turtles like.
Yeah.
He might consider you like an experiment rather than like.
Right.
From the
someone's
time we ate those turtles, they were really delicious.
They were
And
toasty.
he's
as
kind
hell.
of like,
Yeah,
imagine.
Let's make
how
sure we get
much-
some turtle before we leave.
Yeah, we should. We should try and
really
get some turtle.
turtle.
You know any turtles nearby?
Oh yes, there's a lovely grill down the Turtle Bay. I think it is
Good.
down the road.
Turtle Bay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely
Know the
grill.
place.
They
Know the
specialise
place.
in
Do they?
Gallipolian tortai.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
Brilliant.
big ones.
Big
Oh,
ones.
do you get to see
with
them
it.
alive
It's a
beforehand?
meal and a drink. Yes, you get to choose one from the tank.
Oh, a meal and
Oh,
a
you
drink.
pick 'em out.
Oh,
You pick 'em
them.
out.
I love
You
them.
get to pick one.
I'm going to miss the turtle again. I just don't feel up to eating it again.
It's
you
insensitive,
are-
of course.
So
It's
you must try
Seriously
one.
missing out.
They're truly delicious.
insensitive.
I'm
for
I'm sure
us to
they are.
mention it, and
I'm
we
sure
know
they
why.
are, but it's just my lifestyle choice, all right?
Okay.
whatever.
Well, anyway.
Anyway.
And then he starts laying out these small wooden chairs, and the chairs themselves have like clips for the legs and clips for the arms, like metal shackles that go over the arms and around the legs. And he lays them out in a circle in this arcane circle, right? And he's like, "Okay, right. I'll put the chairs down. You lot, start breaking open the chests and the cages, and put a monkey on each of these seats. How many have we got here? 10?
Oh, how many did we bring back? There's
One,
two.
Looks like
Two.
10 to me.
No, that's two asses are on one there.
Oh yeah, that's just the one.
Sorry,
yeah, there's
confusing.
10.
That one's got 2 asses, has it?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
2-assed one.
God damn. All right, we'll just bodge him in.
All right.
Hey, is it rude of me to say that the top of his head looks like an arse?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a sidebar.
I mean, that's normally quite
Just
rude
a bit of
to
a
say, yeah.
sidebar.
It's
I
a
know,
very
but from a,
deep
from a
brow,
distance,
isn't it,
it
in the
looks
middle
either
there?
that or
Especially when he furrows his brow.
oh,
I wouldn't say anything if I were
Just
you.
don't
Like I
say it
say,
too
he
loud.
might.
oh, he might kick off.
Yeah.
But Triton's
Again,
always
the
just
killing.
like forward with other Tritons.
I don't know.
Like, you look like a fucking fish.
I
or-
think things have changed to me. The Kraken changed me.
the Kraken did.
It was a big deal for me.
All right.
I never killed something so big and so honest.
I've just been putting out the monkeys
Anyway,
while they're
yeah, let's get
talking.
these
Why are you
monkeys.
moving again? Did I tell you to move?
Yes, you said put
Get
the
these
monkeys on
He
the...
does
Very
not
good, you're paying
like
attention
you.
now. I like that.
It was a test, was it?
It was a test.
Really?
It was just a test. Okay, right. He's clipping in the mankeys. Right, okay.
I'm not touching the 2 butthole one though. I'll put the other ones in.
Do you want me to touch that one?
But it sounds like you like that.
You can grab it,
sure.
yeah.
He pulls it out by one of its 2 long arms. You know, like one of his arms is like way longer than the other. And just like pulls it out of its cage, and this like lump of meat is essentially hanging from one long arm, and these 2 asses are at the bottom, just like pendulous, like just hanging from the arms. Like,
Oh,
Good God. This is disgusting, isn't it? And he puts it in, and like tries to like a lot of these are so like unhumanoid now at this point because of how messed up they are. He's just sort of looking at them, trying to work out which bits to clamp. You know, he's like, I guess that's kind of in.
is this a common thing when you transmutate?
It can
creatures?
happen. Yeah,
They
so
just end up turning into kind of like bulbous versions of themselves or other creatures.
if the
Double butts.
if the enchantment, if the ritual is wrong, then 100%. When you're reconstituting life itself, the essence of beings, the makeup of what makes them them, if everything is not perfect, you are going to have aberrations. And this is an example of an extreme aberration, let's say. My apprentice was extremely foolish to be messing around with magic he was not ready for. And this is the result
What
of
a
his
knobhead.
foolishness.
Yeah. What's your favourite thing to transmute?
I like lead to
Creature.
gold.
Oh,
That's a
lead
good
to gold.
one. That's a good one.
You do that often? Is it?
Lead's actually
strenuous?
quite hard to come by.
Oh right.
There's not a huge amount of lead around here. We have to ship it over.
But that's a freebie. That's a.
Oh, exactly. I mean, honestly, I sometimes wonder why I even run a business at all.
It seems odd.
can you
when
do-
I
can
do it
just
for the
turn
joy
things
of
into
it. I'm
gold.
old. I've got plenty of
Did you
money.
do stones to gold or
No,
sand
well,
to
it
gold?
depends. There needs to be
Silver?
elements. It's very complicated. Are you a wizard?
Do we have any lead on the ship?
No, I'm not.
Do we have any lead?
But think of a number between 1 and 10.
Thought of it.
7.
How did you do that?
Yeah, see?
Ah, he's good.
Not
Like
so
that.
different, you and I.
Is he a witch?
He's not. That's the thing.
He did the thumb thing.
He did the thumb thing. Do it again.
That's 2.
That's 2 out of
strikes.
3, isn't it?
That's 2 strikes.
Oh.
Stop doing that. Stop it. You'll end up like a monkey. I think that's what the mage was doing when this happened. He was
Thumbing it
doing
in.
parlor tricks.
Oh.
And real magic mixed together makes a monkey with 2 arses. All right, remember that.
Right.
It's a good thing to remember. Okay, everyone, stand back. And
I'm
he,
going
like-
nowhere near this circle. I don't want to be part
I don't
manky.
want to be accidentally. Yeah.
He steps into the middle of this circle where there's the circle itself on the floor. Each of the segments, or this circle is divided up into segments, and a manky in a chair is put into each of these segments, right? In the center, there is a smaller circle, which is sort of almost dug into the ground. It's like a bowl. Leading to that bowl are little gutters, let's say. and these gutters meet at the bottom of each of these chairs. You can see,
what's going on.
You can kind of tell what's about to happen. So he stands in front of this bowl. He raises his hands in this really weird shape, does something really fucky with his fingers. All right, and then he puts it out behind, closes his eyes and concentrates, and then grips with his hands. And as he grips, suddenly all of the mankeys, they're unconscious because they're sedated, are like pulled towards him. But because of their manacles, they're held fast against the seats. And they pulled and they keep pulling the manacles, and he pulls harder and he tenses his hand and he starts bringing his two hands back down towards his chest. And as he does that,
Go on.
the fur starts to pull from the bodies of these mankeys. Just tufts and bits of hair where it's weak start to come first.
Don't breathe in.
Eyebrows, bits of butt hair, body hair, all begin to tear from these mankeys.
God.
Some of the mankeys start to wake up. Okay, some of the mankeys are like,
Oh, Christ.
Sleep again.
and
Sleep again.
He flicks his fingers and fires out like and their mouths seal shut. You're closed completely. There's nothing there anymore. It's just a
fucked up. I love it.
And then he goes back to the fist formation. And he's pulling them in tight, and he starts to levitate off of the ground now. He's about 2 feet off the ground.
They explode.
You can feel the energy in the room. The pressure in the room is changing as everything in the room seems to want to sort of start to move towards him. Bits and plates and instruments and things on the side of the wall are starting to slowly like get dragged towards him as if it's like magnetized almost. But they're okay, they're holding fast. Inside the circle, however, that force is much stronger. And as the hair leaves the last mankey, next comes the skin. The skin rips off of the mankeys.
Don't look away, Kapipi.
Look!
I don't want to look.
Look at
Like
it.
pulling the sheet off of a table. The skin comes off.
Oh,
Quick trick. All of this whips into the center, and above the circle.
It's a flesh ball.
Above the ball, hovering a few feet above it, all of the flesh and skin and hair is now forming a perfect
so
sphere.
fucked up. It's a flesh ball with hair.
As the skin comes
Kapipi,
off,
look.
I can't
Keep
look.
looking, keep watching, you will learn.
his broken hand, his tight hands, he's pulled the circle together. Now he puts his hands back out. He points at the now
gonna do
skinless
next?
bodies, and he pushes his hands down towards the ground. As he does that, all the meat, all the blood on the skeletons of the mankeys pushes down, dripping, flowing in huge globules. It drops down beneath the seat, into the gutter beneath the seats. And then it changes again once more. It almost boils and becomes very, very liquidy and runs down in a uniform shape, each one at the same time. The liquid runs down these gutters into the center beneath the
Don't know
ball.
about you, Kapipi, but this is pretty witchy to me.
I'm facing the wrong way. I'm facing the corner. I don't want
Titus,
to
this is great, right?
Oh, I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah, tell.
after he's pulled all the liquid into the bowl underneath the meat sphere, once more he points his hands outwards, and the bones of the mankeys unclip themselves, essentially. They slide, they move, they change from whatever their mankey shape was into individual bones, and they flow and float gently into the middle. They seem to arrange themselves in something
Swords
that's
tearing up.
they arrange themselves, these bones. They start to move into the rough shape of a human being. The bits that were once Mankey's brows, Mankey's hips, Mankey's legs, Mankey's arms are now rebuilding individual limbs as the bones themselves gently line up. And the force is receding now as the fluid in the bowl gently settles, as the sphere hovers there quietly. The skeleton has knit itself together. The meat then flows gently, it floats towards the skeleton and starts to stitch itself onto all of the different bits of the skeleton now. Bits of meat, globules flow from the main sphere and form muscles. They form abdomen, they form all the bits you start to recognize, the glutes, the ass.
There's
the
the
two
ass
ass
coming
cheeks
in.
do a little bit look like they're just two asses from a mankey, I will say. It's not particularly perfect. The meat is coming in now. And then finally, he takes the skin and the liquid. With one hand, he gestures the liquid up out of the bowl, flings it onto and into the meat suit. And then finally, with his right hand, he gestures again. The skin flies onto the body now and wraps as if it's being vacuum sealed around this thing. Hair bursts from the top of the head, hair bursts from the armpits, hair bursts from the chest. And all of a sudden, standing in front of him is a really ugly looking dude. He opens his eyes, looks at the gnome, and as the gnome drops back down to the floor with his feet on the ground, the gnome says,
Hello, Joven.
Joven looks down at him. Oh. Joven is Monkey Man now. He can't really speak. He's a... Come on then, Joven. I've got some... And that's it. The ritual is complete. All of the meat, in the seats now, you see there's nothing left in the seats. The chairs are now once again just wooden chairs. Or every element of them, every little bit of liquid, bone, fat, skin is made up into this human being. There's nothing left. The stones are clean again, dry again. Everything is how it started. And
I
that,
instinctively just clap.
That is how you...
Bewilderment.
Is it done?
Yeah, it's done.
It's done.
Turn around.
Holy shit, that was intense.
That's how you turn a Mankey or several Mankeys into what roughly resembles a human being, but...
And he walks up to him and like gestures to him, and like Joven bends down and he's just like, he taps him on the head and he's like, no, not much of him's in there. Not much.
He's missing a couple of them.
He'll do.
There were a few Mankeys.
He seems a bit dumb, but I guess I can use him around the shop. Carrying things, moving things, pushing things. Put some clothes on, Joven.
Honestly, that whole build-up was insane. Your presentation, flawless. The way you like built up the whole like, oh fuck, what's coming next? Oh, flesh ball. I loved that bit. That was great. But the payoff was a bit shit, I will say.
Yes, well, you know.
We could work on that for a show, like, because obviously I'm in.
Yeah, can you do that again?
I'm in show business.
Yes.
You could go on tour with this kind of thing. You could, be the magic man.
You love doing that stuff. Why hide it in the back of a warehouse, mate? People want to see a flesh ball.
You could be like
form.
The great Flagan has come to town for this week only. You would sell out theatres, mate. Although, again, I know money isn't an issue for you.
Exactly. All I would ask is that you tell my story far and wide. You're a bard, right?
Yeah. I'll do it in song.
Absolutely.
I've got a lot
Tell them of my
songs,
potions, tell them of my abilities. Tell them if they need a problem solving, that Master Flagan can often be the solution.
Okay.
Much like the liquid in my vials.
Can you build a brain?
Have I got a brain?
Could you build a brain?
I could build a brain.
You build him a brain? Poor guy's just making monkey noises over there.
He is pretty dumb.
Arguably.
The brain is an incredibly complex thing.
And it wouldn't be him, would it? If
it wouldn't be.
Yeah, it'd be a new brain, I guess.
Can you take a brain from another creature and then place it into his brain?
Oh, yes.
Something I've never done before.
Like a monkey brain.
I can show you how to do that.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I mean,
How much time do we have?
We may as well just kept the monkeys in that case.
Well, you look around and there are like some strange creatures around. There's normal monkeys.
How'd you make this one then? And I point at Terence.
Terence?
Yeah, what happened here?
That was Periwinkle's creation, not mine.
Really?
It was a lovely creation by her. She was...
Similar sort of spell with the whole like tearing apart creatures and making one big one?
No, it wasn't quite so visceral as this, but combination, of course, yes. She favours breeding over raw reconstruction, if you get my drift.
Does she take part in it? There's no bit of Periwinkle in this Terence,
There's no part of Periwinkle in Terence. I don't know what she does in her private time, but Terence, no. He is a rare species of horned rabbit that she enhanced elementally through various means. But no, Terence is one of a kind with his particular unique microbial cultures.
Now, say for example, there's an individual, or maybe a trio of kind, that own a hat. And in that hat, when we put that hat on, specifically when we're on a boat, I mean, these other guys, trio are on a boat, and they put the hat on, suddenly a whole ghost crew appears.
Yes.
Is there a way to take them and transmute them into people? The spirits
I would have to see the magic in person to be able to tell you. I'm not sure.
We got a hole.
I'll slap the hole in the floor.
Talk about us.
They're in there.
Hey guys.
Oh, wow, a portable hole. Wow, I haven't seen one of these in some time.
Yeah, careful,
hello?
It's steep.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I see those are my barrels.
Oh yeah, that's the rest
a
of
good
your
point.
stuff.
Yeah, let's lift those up. Can you start pass those up? Thank you.
Here's Barry.
See, there's one. That's Barry.
Oh, hello, Barry. You're right, man.
They got to wear those gloves, you see, to interact.
I can't place the accent. No, nobody can.
No one can. It's a struggle.
And that's his lover, Dinky. First mate.
Hello there.
And the other fucking kid.
Oh, yeah.
Stay down there.
I'm Kevin.
Fuck off.
No,
one
wait, no,
asked.
I'm Steve. Hello, Kevin. Steve.
See, they're a horrible, crash and they died and stuff, but Mikkel Salgo gave them a new lease of life in the form of unending death, I guess, in a way. And they're just spirits bound to a hat.
Oh, this is Mikkel's doing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to step on his feet.
Oh, really?
Well,
What can you tell us about Mikkel?
he is a influential man. A good man still. He is, like many here, made his fortune through adventuring through the Thousand Teeth. They are not all good and bad, and the line is somewhat blurred here in the Thousand Teeth, but he has helped me in the past. He helped me set up my shop. He is well liked by many. I know he has a great ship, a great adventuring ship with many magical elements to it. I presume this is one of them. I couldn't tell you specifically what this is, but appears to be some form of shade or ethereal.
What if we told you we sailed that very ship to bring you your goods back?
Well, I feel honoured that they'd be transported in such a way.
That sound like a VIP courier experience that would maybe have a premium charge associated with
maybe.
such.
Oh no, absolutely not. Doesn't sound VIP at all. No, I can't imagine a premium charge would actually
You
happen.
sound like your eyes lit up a little bit though.
You can persuade me.
Look how persuasive a 17 is. Persuasion of -1. 16.
It's gone down.
Well, yes, true. I hope that would go to Mikkel Salgo, of course, as a token, perhaps, from me, so he knows. Will he know that I tipped his carry as
The
well?
very notion of pocketing that money ourselves made me vom a little in my little hobgoblin esophagus.
Oh,
We are nothing but honourable. Here, this trio.
There's a lot of honour.
yes?
Yeah.
Apart from the one that breaks my seats and breaks my potions?
No, I thought you were giving me a seat.
He's a little
Sit
clumsy,
down.
but he's got a good art.
Yeah.
I got a good heart.
And a thick shell.
And a nice heart as well.
A thick shell.
Yeah.
Quite thick. We've not drilled through it yet. We should try.
I got a thick shell. You won't offend me easily.
Right, that's...
He seems quick to anger for
He
those
is.
that with a thick shell.
What are
He
you
is,
saying?
Indeed he is.
Well, what were you thinking? How much were you, what do I still owe you? Was it 1750 over two? Half now, half later.
I reckon
wasn't
like
it?
half again would be lovely.
Oh, wow.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Look, I can give you perhaps. How about a couple of potions?
Interesting.
What kind of potions?
Well, we could brew one together if you like.
Can I get a potion that makes me float above the stage in my next act? So that I can do the end of my gig up in the air.
Yes.
It'll look majestic.
Titus can just do levitate on you, mate.
That's true, but what are the limitations of this
But then again,
potion?
you'd have to have
Because
Titus
I'll have to
around.
have Titus around.
You've got to be careful what you wish for from a guy like this.
Sorry?
You've got to be careful what you wish from
He
a
literally
guy
just
like
tore
this.
the flesh
You've asked to
from
levitate, but for how
10
long?
monkeys.
Where's it going to take you to? Are you going to end up in the
So I'll be more
atmosphere?
specific. I would like to levitate 10 feet above the ground for 30 seconds with this potion.
Sounds very specific.
And I'd like the potion to be usable 5 times. And I'd
Wow.
like it to not affect my body in any other way. And I'd like it to gently float me back down to the stage again when it's done and not drop me and break my leg.
This
I'd like to
sounds like a
wash.
truly bespoke potion. I'm not
is
sure I
that-
have the
Is
time.
that specific
Yeah,
enough,
very
Titus?
bespoke. It's very specific, almost too
He's
specific.
right.
Why don't you just wish for more wishes? while
I'd
you're
like a potion for more wishes.
Oh, God.
Wish. Well, that is a spell, but not one that should be used lightly.
I'd like a potion
Nor
that
can I
can-
create a potion so easily of something so powerful.
Could I have a potion that makes more potions?
A potion maker.
I do have a special jug you may be interested in.
Oh,
Why don't you
potions,
come round to
please.
the shop now that, Joven, just tidy up in here or something.
Bless him.
He takes you back to the main door that actually connects the warehouse up into the back of his shop. Come up.
Yeah, I did mean to have a look around.
What was your name?
Kapipi, but you probably already know me as Sticky Mickey.
I don't.
Alright, Kapipi
What I will.
then.
So he reaches behind his desk, pulls out this interesting looking jug. It's a large clay jug with a capacity of about 3 to 4 liters.
Whoa.
And it's got a bunch of different corks with tips sticking out of it. So imagine you have a regular jug with a sort of a wine type cork top in the top. Around it, around its waist, are other corks. This is known as an alchemist's jug, he says. This ceramic jug appears to hold roughly a gallon of liquid and weighs 12 pounds, whether full or empty.
Yeah, and it holds it up, and you can hear like sloshing sounds. It sounds like it's got liquid in it. You may use your action or your choice, at your choice, name one liquid from this list I will give you in a moment. It will cause the jug to produce the chosen liquid. Afterwards, you can uncork the jug as an action and pour the liquid out, up to 2 gallons per minute. The maximum amount of liquid the jug can produce depends on the liquid you named. Once the jug starts producing a different liquid, it can't produce a different one or more of one that has reached its maximum until the next dawn. So essentially, you specify each day what this jug will do, and it will pour out a certain amount. The things that this jug can produce are the following. Acid.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
8 ounces of it, or
Nice.
rather, let's call it a litre. Basic poison, half a
Oh,
litre.
these seem pretty angry sort of stuff.
Why'd you
Beer.
have to start with
Beer.
acid?
16 litres.
16 litres of beer.
Honey, 4 litres. Mayonnaise,
Oh,
2 litres.
2 litres of mayonnaise every
Oil.
day.
These very specific things.
Vinegar, fresh or salt water, and finally, wine.
Oh.
Can you have a list of that?
I'd like
Or a
one of
list.
these.
Is there any, like, say for example, we did an acid day. You had a classic acid day.
We're just having
and
an
then
acid day.
Day after, I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind some honey in my tea. Is there any residual acid in
No.
that honey?
You can have an acid day immediately
good
followed by a honey day without any real worry.
It just cleans itself.
Yes, it's self-cleaning.
Amazing.
And can I do the
can test it on the
same
horn one.
liquid each
Yeah,
day?
yeah.
Could I do beer and then beer? And
Absolutely.
then Wednesday
You simply
beer,
specify at the beginning of
then
the day what
Thursday
you'd like the
beer,
jug to produce.
And then Friday wine. 'Cause it's the end of the week.
Friday's
Friday,
a wine
wine.
day.
Wine on Fridays. Wine
day.
Fridays.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wine Fridays.
Same in my place.
All right.
Always wine Fridays.
This is what I'm willing to provide to you as a tip for your excellent care and the premium courier upon the fat duck.
You reckon?
That's nice.
Phenomenal.
It looks
Do you reckon
great.
we'll see?
Mikkel will love that, of course,
Yeah.
because that's where it's going.
Very good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he'll love it, yeah.
Give him my regards. Is there anything else I can do for you today? I am a shop if you wish to spend any gold.
No, you're not. You're a little gnome. God, you can keep that one. God, you own a shop,
He owns
but you're
the
not a shop.
You're not a shop, are you?
Idiot.
But you thought you were.
What do you have for
God.
sale?
I have many, many potions.
Oh, God.
I have.
Is it like an Argos catalogue? Can we just have a catalogue?
I can.
Give us your greatest hits. Come on, just the
My
top,
greatest
top line.
hits.
Top 3.
Alright,
What's your
top
best
3.
sellers?
Come on.
I hate coming.
I have a potion here of animal
friendship. Leave you
friendship.
alone.
When you drink this potion, you cast the animal friendship spell. It allows you to charm an animal to do your bidding for 1 hour. I have a
sounds kinda
potion
cool.
of clairvoyance, one that allows you to remote view. I have a potion of climbing, a potion of flying, a potion of gaseous form, which will turn you into gas to allow you to slip beneath doors, between cracks, in windows, you name it.
Wow.
The potion of flying really got my attention there. That sounds very similar to what I was asking for the end of my shows. What's the specifics of this?
So, this is a
Am
very
I in
rare
full-
potion.
Am I in full control?
You gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour, and you
Whoa.
can hover.
I could
If
do
you're in
whole
the air, when the
show.
potion wears off, you fall unless you have some other means of staying aloft.
You should probably have a little rope then.
He holds it up, and the potion is a clear liquid, and it floats on top of its container and has a cloudy white impurities drifting in it. So the bottle itself, the liquid is actually floating in the top of the bottle, and there's a gap underneath.
Oh. And that's one use, is it?
That is one use, and it will last for 1 hour.
What if I just take like a sip of half the bottle? Is that like half an hour?
Sure.
I can do like 5 minutes.
No, you can't. You have to drink the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm not keeping track of that.
Okay. How much?
For you, 50 gold.
Forget it.
How does it last? How long
I
do
ain't
these
got
spells?
50
1 hour.
golds.
It allows you to fly, goddammit.
That's a pretty good one, isn't it?
Flying's up
Did
there.
you say 50 or 15?
50, 50.
Forget it.
Oh, what does
Hang on.
gaseous formulate do?
Gaseous form.
I mean, I should know. I can do it.
You
Oh,
turn
really?
into a
I'm just
gas.
curious.
You transform a willing creature you touch, along with everything it's wearing and carrying, into a misty cloud for the duration. While in this form, the target's only method of movement is a flying speed of 10 feet. The target can enter and occupy the space of another creature. The target has a resistance to non-magical damage and has advantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws. The target can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks, though it treats liquids as though they were solid surfaces. The target can't fall and remains hovering in the air even when stunned or otherwise incapacitated. While in the form of a misty cloud, the target can't talk or manipulate objects, and any object it was carrying or holding can't be dropped, used, or otherwise interacted with until they regain their full form.
If I was to enter someone's lungs, what can I do from there?
You won't be able to do anything until you reform into your solid
So I
form.
have to stay in there for like an hour.
For an hour.
God, it's a long
Would
time, isn't
you
it?
want to stay in someone's lung?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of
What
like,
happens when
creative
it
ways
wears
to...
off?
He regains his physical form.
While he's inside their lungs?
We'd have to find out. I've never seen it happen.
Curious.
It's
I'm
not
curious.
a kink, is it? Where you just
Not
want
a
to be
kink.
breathed in.
I just want to be sucked in
Oh, god damn
through
it.
the most extreme way possible,
Sounds a bit dangerous.
busting
but
up someone's
fun.
lungs. I can do that at some point, so we don't need that as a spell.
All right.
So that
Sword,
one, we can
you've
rule
been-
that one out.
You have been keeping all our money, haven't you? Because I've got,
Oh, yeah,
I've
we got-
nothing on.
Oh,
How
we
much
got
have we
big
got?
Well, Unseen Servant, is that correct amount?
I think so, yes.
875 on the
875, yeah.
In which case we have a total of 7,775 big ones.
That's,
But we do want to buy a ship.
We do want to buy a ship, so let's not get
How
too
much are
crazy.
ships? Apothecary man?
You a shipman?
I would not know. I'm a potion master and a wizard. Do I look like a man that works with his hands
Or can you
beyond
point us to
bottles?
the best shipwright?
Yes, yes. If you,
Have
if
you
you
got any-
head out the front door, turn left, and head along the waterfront, after 20 minutes or so of walking, you should get to the shipwright region, where many of our best shipwrights will be there to help you choose a ship.
If we get a ship,
Yes.
have you got anything that can make the ship magical in any way? Like, give us an advantage? Like, have you got anything that can
coating.
speed it up, make it invisible, make it go underwater for a bit? Have you got any of that?
Give it a ghost
Basically, I want to know
Enchanted ghost
what you've
crew.
got, what your price is, so
Lots
we
of
know
little
what our budget is for a ship, so we can still get this
amenable
magic
boys.
stuff. Basically, we're coming back to you. Don't you worry.
I very much encourage that, and I thank you for your consideration. I could perhaps develop some form of paint or oil that could be applied to the ship's hull, perhaps. I would need to see the ship. I mean, it would take a huge quantity of paint or oil, but perhaps I could do something that was perhaps imbued with greater strength. Perhaps
And how much would it cost?
I mean, my boy, you're talking about what size ship here exactly?
Good point. How big
your
is it?
Caravel?
Caravel.
A caravel.
Yeah,
So
caravel.
perhaps 40, 50 meters long, at least.
Who knows?
My friend, you're talking thousands of gold
How
to
many
develop.
thousands of gold?
Probably. I mean, I might be able to do it for hundreds. It really depends on.
Can you quote us so we can come
What
back
if
and
we just
say
got you lead?
Well, isn't that an idea?
It's an extra step, sure.
That's an interesting idea. Perhaps see what you can
Wow.
see if you can find me some lead. We can turn some of it into gold. We'd have to procure the paint and oil still. We'd have to tanners perhaps or some form of industrial complex that produces these things. Perhaps whale oil might work. I don't know. We could perhaps use that as a solution. I need a vast amount of liquid that will hold an enchantment.
Okay, well, it's good to know that this
I've
is
got-
possible.
Could you do anything that this jug can make? Like, I can make liquid from this. We could save it up over like a month. Can you use that?
You're probably going to need longer than a month, but yes, it produces. Let me see, oil. 1 quart. Let me find out what it is in real money. 1 second.
This could do oil,
Bear
couldn't
with me. That isn't very much at all. It is 1 quart is 1 liter. So you can produce 1 liter of oil a day. You're
how
trying to
much-
cover a ship that is at least 50 meters long,
Uh-huh.
and that's only its length. So you need to think about
So
it
like-
cubic
so we're talking
size.
about a week.
3 days?
3, 4 months, maybe.
We could save it up on our voyage to come back.
Yes.
Seems like
Do tell me where you decide to store thousands of tons of.
On the
Oil.
ship.
Obviously.
Well,
Obviously.
let me tell you what. You come back to me when you've got the appropriate liquid, but
Yeah.
oil would work. Yes, the oil that this can produce would have the appropriate properties. Very quickly, I do have one of my most popular potions here, and this one I can do for steel, 10 gold. I've got a few of these made. They're very popular, and he pops out like a little tiny little blue like vial. This is a potion of growth. You drink this potion to gain the enlarge effect. It's very popular with the older men. The effect of this is for 1d4 hours, so up to 4 hours, you can enlarge or reduce something's size.
I'll take it.
Okay, 10 gold, please.
I haven't got it. Have you got any?
Thought?
Yeah,
That is your name, right?
Actually,
Thought?
I have got 15 gold.
How many of those can we have?
Yeah, how many you got?
Yeah,
3?
have you got 3?
One
He
each?
looks into his tray. I've got 5.
Oh,
3's fine.
1 each.
30 gold.
Are you handling the money on this one, or
If we're all getting one, yeah,
you
sure.
got the company card, haven't you?
I got the company. Gold. 30, 25 bundle discount.
Bundle discount? Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we know how to haggle.
Yeah, lovely.
We did him in.
We did it, man. Thank you,
Right
sir.
there.
On.
He's right there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, gentlemen. Do come by if you need any more specific requests and
We'll
try
be
not
back
to.
with 40 meters squared of oil.
That's such a challenge.
You know what? I look forward to the day, frankly. It's been wonderful meeting you. The gallons of the barrels of Wonder Grow, the stones you've given me, the Miracle Grow liquids are stored in the back,
And your new little lackey.
and the apprentice who's even dumber than when he started,
And the autograph. You know.
and the autograph.
You will know who I am.
That's just a receipt. Most people call that a receipt.
No.
Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No,
No.
I think I've seen my fair share of mankeys having their flesh and bodies and skeletons
Yeah,
torn apart
do
and put together.
We've got a meeting with Mickle soon, actually.
Yeah,
Don't know why I'm looking at my wrist.
you're right. Yeah, the sun's going
It's
down
getting
in it.
dark a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd like to quickly see. Actually, no. Yeah, let's get our money from Mickle first, and then we'll see how much money we got for a ship, and then we'll go see a ship. Right, they'll probably be closed by the time we come out of there. Actually, we'll have to see them tomorrow.
That much time hasn't passed yet. 7 o'clock was your meeting with Mikkel. It's only about midday now.
Or maybe we can go have a look at the ships first, then.
All right.
Maybe we can get some lunch.
Oh, get some
turtles.
turtle bay.
Oh, see what's on the Turtle Bay.
I'll wait outside.
We'll get one to go. We'll get a sandwich to go.
So you step out left out of the front of the shop. In front of you there is a waterside walkway, essentially. It's paved with the beach in front of, beyond that, and like piers and pontoons and things coming off of that beach. To your left you have the street, and all along that are vendors and sellers selling things on blankets, selling things from lean-tos, selling things from proper shops. There are occasionally inns and bars and things like that. What would you like to do? You're turning left, I imagine.
I think we should.
We're looking for a big turtle sign.
Okay.
Where is that?
So not too long. You're walking along,
can
5
only
minutes or
have
so,
turtle right now,
moving
it's
through the
just on my
bustling
mind.
streets. Sword, you feel a tugging at your waist. You
There
look
we go
down and a
again.
street urchin is trying to take one of your purses.
Fuck off! I drop kick him.
You drop kick the street urchin.
Yeah.
Okay. You kick him. Oh, sorry,
Get out of
mister.
here, scamp!
Oh! And then he
I
runs
moved
off.
him as well. Scoundrel!
Who the hell steals from someone else?
And behind you, a couple of big, like half shark salakai. They see this is going on and they like step out and they're like, "Ooh, what's going on here then?"
That little shit was trying to steal my stuff.
Oh yeah, we've had some problems with them, and you realise that these guys are like the militia, basically. They've got like big clubs and stuff. And it's, you want to watch yourself, you little scamp. Otherwise, you might end up getting eaten. And like you think he thinks that that's like a clever pun, but you just look at him, and you're like, this guy genuinely
probably
might
gonna eat him,
this
yeah.
kid. Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, sorry," and runs off. Sorry about that. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Oh, we're just looking for some turtle.
Oh,
I'm hungry for
Hungry
turtle.
for turtle.
yeah. If you just go down the road here, down on the left,
Maybe some greens.
You got any lettuce?
they might have some. I'm more of a meat eater myself.
You can tell.
And this is just, it's basically a great white on a human body, right? He's got a big old head. When he speaks, it's sort of weird. He doesn't really have lips. He's like, hello, how are you doing? You know, his big like.
Is he wearing a coat on his shark part?
No.
anything
He's
like
like
Or just trousers?
He's topless. Yeah. He's topless. He's got a club on his waist. He's got this big ripped body. You know, he's got massive
Street
like,
shark.
head.
He's a street
Full
shark.
street
He's
shark.
just
He's just
in
a street
every
shark.
conceivable way
Yeah.
a street shark.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Apart from the fact he's wearing fancy clothing.
Yeah.
He's a street
Yeah,
shark.
yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, may I suggest the Turtle Bay? You look for the sign of the hungry-looking turtle, which, when you think about it, makes very little sense
Yeah.
because the turtles aren't the ones eating. But yeah, you'll see it just down there. And he points, and just in the distance, you can sort of see this like sign hanging from quite a high post, and it's like in the shape of a normal turtle, not a tortoise. So it's like the body of a turtle with his little hands, and then his hands sticking out. I've got like a knife and fork, and then his little face is like.
Nice. That's the place.
That's Turtle
the one.
Bay, yeah, lovely.
Excellent. Thank
Get
you.
the turtle combo. I recommend it.
Combo.
Yeah.
God, I'm salivating right now. I'm so hungry.
Oh yeah, off you go then. Oi,
Cheers.
oi! He says he like sees somebody else getting robbed. Wanders over.
Good luck with that.
Crime's a nightmare here because there isn't really any real
yeah.
law.
You think street sharks will have a bit more of an imposing effect?
They do, but they can only be in so many places
They're
at
quite
once.
slow, I
and
guess.
they're quite slow and quite rare. So like they're the ultimate guard in a lot of ways, but there's
Easy
not
to
enough
run
of
away
them.
from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you get one in your clutches though,
You're fucked. Eaten.
it's like quickly eating a cheese string.
Yeah.
You know,
No court case.
no court case, no
prison
judge,
time. Just eaten.
I've seen you do something here. He bashes them with the mace, which like usually just really cripples the person anyway. And then he picks them up and just. It's usually street urchins as well, which is like, you know, they love a street urchin.
Their bread and butter.
Yeah, and they actually, it's literally their bread and butter. And
They don't plant on the street urchins just so they can have a snack, do they?
maybe. I mean, it's quite well known amongst the locals that the Salakai Shark Militia actually donate to local soup kitchens in order to keep the urchins nice and fat. So like
Keep them well fed.
keep them well fed. They don't like a
scrawny
stringy.
street urchin.
Yeah, they don't. Nobody likes a scrawny street urchin. So really, it's like this self-sustaining economy that's essentially allowing
Makes sense.
these Salakai.
Honey too many.
I'm just leading them into the soup kitchens.
In
Come on,
you
then,
go.
fatten up.
Go on, they're doing something nice. It's turtle tonight.
Oh, lovely.
Anyway, right, you proceed down. Not long before you come up to in front of this turtle bay, and out the front there's a stand, and there's a half elf there waiting to sort of see you in to seat you. Like, oh, welcome to the turtle bay. May I seat you, three gentlemen?
Oh, yes.
Table for 3.
Table for 3. We may have to sit you at 4 because of the size of his shell.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Come,
I
come.
don't know how big your tables are.
You come in and they're all like big. They're all big like bay.
Breathe it in.
No, I
They're all booth seats.
I don't want to look.
As you come in, it's bustling. The place is bustling. The smells are delicious.
Oh,
Everything smells
yeah.
great.
everyone
The
eating turtle
steam coming from the kitchen.
They
and
are
then
grilling it right now.
either sides of the walls.
Oh,
The walls of this restaurant,
Turtle!
which has about 20 tables in it, which is all quite busy. The walls of the restaurant are these giant tanks, these really, really tall tanks, where these turtles are all swimming around. And these look fairly like regular turtles, but they've all got like quite happy-looking faces.
look how happy they are. Look,
They're like
they're free range. They are thrilled.
they're
are
flying
loving
through these
life.
big tanks. They're bumping into each other, and every so often a gnome climbs up a little ladder, gets in with a little diving outfit, goes in, and he's got one of those like things that you catch stray dogs with. Like it's like a long like pole with a loop on the end.
Yeah.
And he's in there with his like snorkel like, made of wood. And then the people, you can see people stood by the side of the tank and they're like, that one, that one. And he's like,
Goodness. It's so visceral.
and he swings up and then gets it around the neck and the turtle's like,
Oh, yeah.
and he gets towed around a bit because the turtle's actually bigger than this gnome diver. Don't know why they use a gnome diver, but like, he's like,
That's going to be a tasty one, that one.
and then he finally gets to the top, hauls it up over the top of these like 10-foot high tanks, and then dangles it down, sends it to the chef, who's just got a massive knife, and just straight off, head off,
Bloody.
right?
What do you think of that, Kapeeps?
And then a team of other gnomes get up onto the work surface, and they're using crowbars to just pry the shell open.
Oh, the
right?
shell's coming
so
off.
Like, peel
So
the
shitty.
home.
Right. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And inside they pull out like this
God,
little
that's
this
tender.
bladder, which is like filled with liquid, and they have these what looks like sort of a pina colada cup. So it's a hollowed out pineapple with an umbrella in it and a cherry and a straw.
Lovely.
And they squeeze this bag into that, and then they get the meat. They sort of scoop it out with a specially designed knife, slop it into a stew pot, and then spice it up and all that sort of stuff. And it comes out, and it's basically like a rich porky kind of curry you get from this. It's like a sweet coconuts. There's coconuts. There's a bit of like yellow curry paste in there, bamboo shoots, peas, things like that, and then this delicious tender meat, which tastes quite close to pork ultimately. Serves in a big stew bowl, and it comes out with this sort of flatbread that they make, and on the side you have your thing, and so this is a special. This is the combo. You get a whole turtle to yourself, and the delicious bladder drink with it, and
Wonderful.
a signature bread. Can I seat you for 3?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
3 turtles.
No, have you
Yeah?
got
3.
anything that's
Yeah.
turtle free?
Come on, this is
He's
Turtle
a
Bay.
joke, that one.
It's not no Turtle Bay.
Go on,
It
which
is
one do you
Turtle
want?
Bay.
Point one out.
but
We
do
need
you
tables
know-
that are giant turtle shells.
Oh, that is a VIP room.
Oh, should we go
You want to
there?
rent a VIP room?
How much is a VIP
How
room?
much is that?
It's £5.
We can do that. Come on, let's do it. It's a treat.
Yeah.
Where's somewhere new?
Treat
We've just done an
ourselves.
epic journey.
Yeah.
I think we
They're
Oh,
definitely
this is
all
gonna be
turtles, right?
Yes.
You can tell the
turtles,
difference.
yes. Between what?
Turtles terrapins, turtles, for example.
Turtles. You are a turtle. You are a person.
Yeah.
And these are turtles.
Yeah.
What are you, racist?
No.
Just don't get the tank. Just don't get it.
I would take you into the back, and you go into the back,
Yeah.
and this is their VIP room. It's lovely. It's all done out. The central table is made out of a huge turtle shell. The shell itself, massive turtle shell.
Really on the nose, but I do kind of
so
like.
on the nose.
I like
And then
it.
around it are stools, and each of these stools are made from a large turtle's head.
Oh
so they
my
basically
God.
they cut a turtle's head off, gutted the inside, and then pushed the turtle's like skin and head over like a seat.
You can see the head's all stretched out.
Yeah, so it's all stretched like, and then you sit on like the
That is
nose of the
novel,
turtle.
That is
very
super novel.
visceral, isn't it? This is all.
We hope you enjoy your stay, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I will get you the turtle combo coming right up. Chef, we have VIPs, he says as he leaves the
Here's
room.
your 5. I'll leave it on the table.
Yeah.
I put 5
Make sure you
coins.
save some money for the ships. We don't need
Oh
to
my
keep spending on turtle
I was going to go for the
bait.
buffet, but one turtle each is probably
I
enough.
can't. Yeah, I'm hungry for turtle, but one.
You must be hungry as hell.
I'm very hungry.
You've
but
just
not
had 2
for-
sugar sweets, haven't you?
Yeah, that was
I
one.
had one. I had
like
one.
one.
It's wearing off, I think.
You'll love turtle, trust me.
It's
don't-
Give it a go.
so tasty.
I,
Oh, you'll want to eat turtle all day long.
Yeah.
There's definitely
Once you have
nothing
it-
that comes with it that I could just have.
I don't think so. It seems
Well,
like
it's
a
all the
very
innards of a
obvious-
turtle. It's all inside it.
And also, they don't waste a thing.
No.
I'll see when it's in front of me. I'll see what I think when it's in front of me.
Doris, please. Ding, ding. The double door comes open again into the back of the VIP room. You're sectioned off from the main restaurant. You momentarily hear the noise of the restaurant as the door opens, and comes through is the half elf again with 3 big platters stacked up on him.
You didn't get to pick.
They are turtles. You've seen the turtle stew, basically. It's a turtle curry. He puts them down in front of you. Okay, here we have, gentlemen, our signature turtle curry.
Yes.
It's delicious and fragrant. We have the signature roti bread here on the side, and here are your juices. And then somebody else brings in, like a gnome, brings in like a tray that they're literally like balancing on their head. And here we go, your bladder drink. And put it on. This is taken from the bladder of the turtle, freshly killed. And it is purified by the turtle as it drinks from the tank, and it goes through the gallbladder and adds a delicious aroma that is not unsimilar to piss, but in a good way.
Oh, nice.
Wow, you're really selling it. I'm so hungry and thirsty. Thank you so much.
He sits down. He's got these big old, like hollowed out pineapples, big old straw and an umbrella in it. And then the
Lovely.
stews are put down in front of you. Bon appetit.
Thank you very much.
Just
It's
quick
so
before
good.
we leave, how old was the turtle?
Oh, these are old, quite old. It takes a long time to get a Galapagos turtle eye to the appropriate weight. Perhaps 40 or 50 years.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
they've been aged well. That
The,
seems like
the older they are, the more tender,
had
and
a
it just
good-
falls off.
He's
I
had
like
good
my
innings.
meal to have experience.
Here we go.
life.
Here comes the little chip. And I put a fork of stew, a little piece of meat on the end, turtle meat, and I start guiding it towards Kapipi's little beak mouth.
Oh, down
Here
the
it
hatch,
comes.
mate.
Here
Down
comes
the
the
hatch.
ship. Here comes the
Oh.
clumsy goose.
You're gonna love it, mate.
All set sail
Take
for
it down.
Tastopia. Ugh. Chew it down, quick.
Come on.
Tasty, right?
Don't think about where it came from. Think about what it tastes like.
You're lucky you got some of mine.
Hang on.
See?
He's about to go to tasty heaven.
Not bad, eh?
Huh?
Not bad.
I think we got a
My
convert.
God.
He likes it.
It's a lovely, delicate, meaty flavour. The curry itself is a rich broth with little bits of bamboo shoot in it.
Are you going to eat that?
Yeah, don't you get
Oh,
off.
you've got your own?
You've got your own
we've all got
turtle.
some. This is beautiful.
It's tasty and
Don't forget your
satisfying and at both times refreshing and warming.
This is great.
Yeah, you
I've
tuck
never
it
had anything
in.
like this.
Yeah, you wouldn't have.
Oh, goodness, a delicacy
I'm nearly
still.
done already.
I mean,
Where's that waiter? Waiter?
Ding
He
ding.
wants another.
Hello, yes.
I'll have another one.
Goodness me, another
Wow.
bird already.
He's a double stack.
Aren't you an
I'll tell you
ugly
what,
little turtle?
I'll have a young one this time. How about that?
A young one.
Just do it. I don't care.
I'll
Just
see
do
what
it.
I can find.
I love it.
Okay, going right up.
This is
He just
great.
peers back in.
What did that Salakai recommend? It was like one of the.
Oh,
But you got a special.
I can't remember.
He's
what
left
was
the
your
room.
special? Oh, he's gone.
Shit, you had a
We'll get a
special.
special bag.
I forgot.
But
It's
that
just a
was-
turtle combo. It's what you're having.
Turtle
it's basically
combo.
just the stew
And the bladder.
with the drink. Yeah.
I
comes
told
back
you
in.
like it.
Here we go, my friend. A fresh needed baby turtle served in the shell, and it's literally like in the shell. They've just pulled the bottom off.
That is a delicacy.
And so the legs,
You're lucky.
the legs of the turtle have been like fried like chicken wings this time, and so that you can imagine like flip a normal tortoise on its back, pull the bottom off, and then the head and the legs have all been deep fried, and then in the middle they've scooped it out, mixed it with like pineapple and a few other sort of sweet and spices and garlic and spring
exotic.
onions, and then put it back in with a mixture of sort of rice as well. They've all fried it in a pan, put it back in. You got another special of ours, served in the shell, turtle stir fry or turtle fry.
Turtle fry. Have you guys ever had a young one?
I've never
I've
had a
never
deep
had
fry.
young.
Can I break off a...
Yeah. Oh, that is
take a leg.
so tender.
I break off...
That is.
Oh, the deep fry and the
Really good.
crispiness.
They put a sticky sweet glaze on each of the legs as well, so it's like a mixture of like a
that is
honey
lovely.
barbecue with a
I've got-
slightly lemony, pineapple-y
I got
flavour.
a taste for baby turtles.
That's
Well,
it.
we're going to have to take some on board with us, aren't we?
We'll see what we can take.
We'll have to ration up.
Last
What's
time
this called? The baby.
Oh yeah, what is this
like,
one?
This one,
It's like the
baby bowl.
Oh,
Ah, baby bowl.
Baby bowl.
Oh, I didn't realise that was even on the menu.
We'll come back here before we leave again. All right?
yeah.
It's like a
I'm
leaving
back.
treat.
The
We
last
do
time I-
take away. If you do want some turtles for the road, we've got a few we can do for
Can
you.
you box them
Oh,
up?
you can box them up.
We can box them up, we can stack them, we can make them walk there of their own volition.
Oh, wow.
It's hilarious. We use magic and they just do things for us.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's really quite scary when you realize what you can do with magic after a while and simple creatures.
And
Yeah,
you do
well.
turtle merch here? Well,
Uh,
last time I went to a place like this, they had a merch store where
you said
you
merch.
can like get helmets.
oh,
basically made out
yes,
of
ear warmers and things
yeah.
like that. Yes,
Basically, anything that was made out of turtles. It was
Yeah.
Yes.
amazing. So you can get a little hat, which
Get
is
the-
nice.
you get the shell.
You can get the shell for your back. You can get a funny little shield thing.
a
Doesn't really do anything.
bikini.
Ah, yes, the bikini.
Yeah, the
one.
shell
Yeah.
bikinis.
Yes,
Do you
the
have
young
those?
ones,
It's
yeah.
very popular.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, it's also that our merch store has been closed for the last couple of days because we are building new stock.
Shame.
It's
Shame.
okay. Would you like the bill for all this?
Not really, but yeah.
no,
may as
we
well.
can leave without it if
yeah,
you want.
yeah.
Well, we'll take
Are
it.
you
Hang on
done?
to
Are you
it.
done
Oh.
eating?
I think we're done. Yeah, well, it's a great, beautiful meal.
Yeah, we'll take like 6 to go.
6.
6 young ones to
Okay.
go.
6 how many?
6 young ones to go.
6 young, fresh. You want them served up?
Baby
treats-
bowls.
Wait, do we want them?
You want baby bowls to go?
Yeah,
Or do you
guess
want
so.
them living so they last longer?
Then we've got to cook them ourselves.
Oh,
I don't
then
know
we'll
about
have to
cooking them
prepare it
ourselves.
ourselves.
We do a little card that tells you how to do the recipe at home.
All right,
Okay, nice.
Let's do that. Does it work on a ship? We live on a ship.
Well, yes. Do you have a cook?
I don't know. Do
I
we
think
have
we
a
do have someone that might be able to help.
Doesn't seem that hard, does it?
We'll get the guys to.
Well, we'll give it to Barry and.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll get you 6. I bag them up. I put a bit of
Nice.
water in the bag. They live long. Is that okay?
Great. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Nice.
Okay. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
I will go and find you the baby turtles
God,
now.
I am stuffed.
Nomio, get the baby turtle hook out! You hear him shout.
There they go.
Nice. Let me see.
I still don't want to look at it.
I want to see the
They're out in the
catch.
main room again.
I don't want to see where it comes from.
Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Is that
Yeah.
several gnomes?
I'll eat it, but I don't want to see
Yeah,
where
it's
the
for the
baby
best,
where the
for the
baby
best.
meat comes
Oh
from.
man,
A few minutes pass, he comes back in. Your bagged up baby turtles are at the entrance to the restaurant. Here's your bill, and he puts it down. It's 600 gold.
Oh man.
Well.
What was cost? I thought it was 5 gold to go in.
Well,
there.
very
Hey
reasonable,
guys,
thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure we paid this.
We'll be sure to leave a tip.
Let me just consult my box of paying.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's got a.
Oh, here's all the coins.
Here it is. Look, if you
Ah, very good.
look very closely, just the box of coins are in here. Oh, check out that bab. Yeah, it's on. Yeah,
It's a very pretty frog.
yeah, it's very nice. Do you like it?
Yes, it's very nice.
Yeah,
We'll have a little
yeah. Have a little stare at it a little bit longer. 'cause
enjoy it.
See if
I'm
it's,
sorry, gentlemen, you may not have realized. I am half elf.
What, oh.
I cannot be charmed.
No, we
well,
weren't trying to charm
but
we
you
just
like
show
the look of that.
It's a very beautiful frog.
okay.
Another
Of course it does.
frog.
There's a lot there.
Anyway, yeah, we'll
There's
scoop this all out.
Yeah.
It's a big chunk.
Fuck, I need the toilet, and I just start running.
You need
run,
a
do
toilet.
you?
He
Okay.
needs a toilet. Buddy,
Oh, we have a runner!
I feel a bit ill from the food. Oh, I don't think it's the food, is it? It's not the bloody. Oh, it's gone right through me.
So you all right?
Oh, I think this food makes me really ill in this restaurant. This establishment has ruined my bowels.
So as you go out, right, so you're going
I think I've
out.
got food poisoning.
Give me a deception roll, give me an athletics check.
I just fucking dove over the table.
Oh, hang on, let me get it on the.
BB, what are you doing?
I'm going to see
What
what
is
they.
that?
I'm just like
11?
looking. I'm not really cottoned
Plus-
on to what these two are doing yet. So I'm.
+1 to 12. Oh,
They're not believing you. Oh, please, you're doing this. Everyone knows our food here is great. Don't ignore him, ladies and gentlemen.
It must be the turtle. There's something wrong with those turtles in there. The ones that swimming around, they're disgusting. Maybe it's the water, it's infected. I can't pay full price for this craziness. Are you serious?
He is making it up. You will
half price at most.
Sir, you will pay. You will pay. This is good turtle. We do not. We make good turtle here.
What happened to the 5 gold?
You making something? Jesus Christ! He's making yourself sick. Oh, for God's sake! Oh, for God's sake!
Why have you done this to me? This is your establishment. Turtle Bay poisons people.
It does not poison me.
I will write a song about this and spread the word of Turtle Bay poisoning
do that.
people.
No, please, my shop will be. What did you manage to break?
I rolled a 3. So I basically tried to get out of my stall, and I just tripped and face planted
Straight
immediately
down
on the floor.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, sorry about that.
When you do that, you sort of pull the tablecloth with you, so a lot of it's sort of falling onto your back and stuff.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Look, hey, do not give them the turtles. Take the baby, put the baby turtles back in the tank.
Let's just calm down here a second. Hang on. We're friends here, right? We're friends.
No, you just tried to dine and dash.
Do you not know who this is?
I'm Sticky Mickey. I'm a very famous bard.
Persuasion check.
That's a 20 plus my persuasion, which
Wow.
He got a 20.
Mon Dieu!
Told you.
Sticky Mickey!
you didn't recognise me. That's understandable.
I didn't know I had such a celebrity eating in my restaurant.
Yeah, you don't really want him to write a song about you, do you?
I was going to say I've been offering my songs as services to people.
Yes.
For the price of these turtles, I will happily write a very favourable song about Turtle Bay, which is great for business. I go all round the 1002 files. People will come from miles to come and eat at your establishment.
Yeah. Do you remember? Have you heard of Shrimp Island? The
No.
restaurant chain. No, you wrote a terrible song about them.
I've never heard
Exactly,
of
man.
it. They destroyed
went
it.
under.
Gone out of business.
Went
They
under.
were
boy.
a franchise. They had stores all round the 1002.
Well, Sticky Mickey, if you would write the song for me and the establishment, I would, at the very least, I would comp your meals. I cannot.
Oh, yeah.
You're not ill. Are you ill?
I think I'm feeling better now.
Do you think you may have a turtle intolerance?
I think
An intolerance?
Yeah, intolerance. Yeah, maybe.
Yes?
I mean, I'll have to eat another one to find out.
Yeah.
At the time, though. But of course, you know.
Well, look, I can give you a doggy bag with perhaps 1 or 2 small. You cannot, Sticky Mickey,
yeah.
your music is great to me, but you cannot take so many of my turtles without paying. They're
Hey, whoa.
expensive.
There's your 5 gold right there.
That is for the VIP. That is
Oh,
for
don't say
access to the VIP table.
You can't, look, I mean, what would you spend on marketing to reach round the whole 1002
priceless,
files?
really.
It's going to be way more than you'd have to like get a ship with a big billboard.
He's
sale
really
on
selling out
and
for
put
you.
it out.
Sticky Mickey, you are killing me here. How many turtles do you want in payment for this song?
The 6 that we discussed. The
You want
6
6 turtles?
the baby ones, which are more expensive.
They're
I know.
already packaged and ready to go.
Oh, Sticky Mickey, this better be the best song I have ever heard.
Oh gosh.
Will it be? What do you think? Give me a sample of the melody.
The melody.
Yes.
I've already got some words,
Oh wow.
but the melody would be more like, and it's like, I always eat at Turtle Bay. That's just a little bit of it.
Okay.
It's going to be like 3 minutes long.
Wow.
It will have a lute solo in there. It will start with my signature. Doo-dun, doo-dun, doo-dun,
Oh,
doo-dun.
he's doing the drum
The
intro.
moment it starts with that, the crowd, they go wild, you know.
I can see it now, and then more people will come and eat in my restaurant. Are
They
you
will.
perhaps interested in shares in my famous musicians buy restaurant shares? Yes?
Nope.
No.
No, just the
we've been
turtles,
burned by that
please.
before,
How many of these
unfortunately.
baby turtles do you sell a day?
Depends on the day, but a day like today, well, we get to about perhaps 50.
And what are they, like
How much do we pay for
are they
them?
100 gold each?
About 30 gold per turtle.
Well, why is ours 600 odd?
The
We've got 3
restaurant.
big meat stew ones with the bladder. We've got the combo.
Oh,
we
we've got the
did,
combos.
yeah.
That
You got the big ones, you got the combo. Some of those turtles take 40 to 50 years to grow.
What I'm saying is, you'll have you'll make that money back in no time. No time at all. Even if just 3 people from my shows come to your restaurant, you'll make your money back and more.
You have particularly rich clientele?
Yeah, I mean, if they can afford my
Very
shows, they can
wealthy.
afford
I'm
to eat here.
I was
you know what I mean?
You are royalty.
I am in my realm. Do I look royal?
You look noble, perhaps.
Bill of the King.
You have
Or maybe I
often
know
the
royal
nobles,
people.
in fact, are the ones who don't like to pay for things.
Well, yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It
Weird
is.
how that works out. I mean, I could afford it, sure, but I shouldn't have to.
I guess.
Anyway,
yes.
that's not about that.
You're a friend of Sticky Mickey.
I'm a friend of Sticky Mickey, and he's performed for many royal and noble people.
You are his entourage.
Indeed.
Got my manager, got my special effects supervisor over here.
Special effects.
I mean, look at his cape.
I can make
you
him
ready?
fly. Pillow!
Whoa! That's a very impressive cape. Okay, right. Like, I am sorry for the confusion. I cannot believe I did not recognize Sticky Mickey, my favorite musician from.
That's all right.
These Thousand Teeth. I will comp this. I will give you the turtles, but promise me, Sticky Mickey, that you will make me a song.
I will.
That they will sing in all the inns in Goldtooth Town.
Will
you do this? Will you promise this?
I promise this.
Will you swear this upon the turtles in this room? That you have partaken in the flesh of?
Of course.
The turtles in the tank are like looking at you and they're like, the fuck, man, come on.
I'll float this idea, it might not go well. I'd also like us three to be able to eat here for free in the future.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Let me see how good the song is first, okay?
Okay, all right. That's
don't push it. Don't push your goddamn luck. You're incredibly charming, but I mean, there's a little...
Also, I'll throw in a signature. Would you like an autograph for free? Normally, these cost quite a few gold.
I would love an autograph.
Give me something to sign.
I think I had one of our workers, our porters, delivered some turtles earlier. He was covered in your signature all over his face. It's not going to be like that, is it?
Bob?
Depends what you want.
Yes, it was either Bob or not, but I can never tell them apart.
Another fan.
Yes.
Big fan, yeah.
I mean, I'll sign whatever you want. If you want one of those, I'll do it. But if not, just
Okay, you sign this, and he puts out the paper in front of you.
Have you got a pen?
Yes. He pulls one out.
Who should I make it out to?
My name is Kelvin.
Oh, we know a Kevin. Small world.
No, Kelvin.
Kelvin with an L.
Make sure you spell that correctly. How'd you
K.
I've already written Kevin now.
Well.
I'll squeeze the L in.
What? Not an L, it's an A. Don't put another. It's Kalven.
Okay,
Calvin.
I've got 3 letters correct in here.
Yes.
Is that enough?
No, well, it's not ideal.
Have you got another bit of paper? Another napkin, maybe?
Oh, yes, I do. He gets a napkin off a table, and one of the people eating there's like, oh.
All right, there you go. Kelvin.
Calvin.
Calvin.
Kalven.
Yep, dear Calvin. Best wishes. Yours faithfully.
Yes.
Nice, didn't forget.
The world famous superstar, Sticky Mickey. XOXO. Means hugs and kisses. There you go.
I did not know you were interested.
I'll rub it on me as well. There you go. A bit of my.
Oh, it's all smudged.
Yeah, but it's like sweat smudge from me.
That'll dry.
Okay, anyway, get out of here.
sorry about
what
the
are you looking for? Anything else in town I can maybe help you with? What are you looking to do next?
Shipwrights. We're looking at buying a big old ship to go on tour.
Oh, very good. Yes.
And maybe hunt some monsters.
Oh.
But mainly the tour thing.
Okay, well, out here, turn left, keep walking for about 15 minutes, and you'll find the shipwright quarter. No problem.
Like a
Which
coupon,
direction?
Or like a mate's rates, or like a discount, student discount, anything like that for shipwrights.
Oh yes, they're just like a bakery. Just go in, buy a ship, buy another ship next day. Yeah, sure. No, I run a restaurant. I don't have a coupon for a fucking ship.
We're asking the wrong
you should have just said no.
That's weird, isn't it? We're asking the
No,
wrong
is what we
people.
normally say from where we are from. But yeah, that's fine.
Okay, anyway, I have other people to
trying
serve.
to
Thank
take
you,
him for
Sticky Mickey and his friends. It's been lovely. Thank you for eating me out of
See you
house and
later.
home and refusing
Can
to
I
pay.
get a free turtle to go?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm picking up the boxes that were left out the front and walking out the establishment, head held high.
Those sons of bitches.
We handed that one.
Famous people.
Well,
He says to himself as he's like writing down table management stuff.
that baby turtle was something else.
That was.
That has changed my life.
Thank you for that. Thank
I'm
you
annoyed
for
I
getting
threw
that.
some of it up.
Yeah. I mean, you committed to the role.
I thought we could get a free meal, but
We did, in the end.
We did in the end.
We did.
But, you know.
Wasn't
I've
based
got to
on.
write a flipping song about that now. I've got to
Yeah.
sell out.
Yeah.
I really should have been writing these down. I've got to write so many songs. Everyone we meet
is the
seems to
thing,
want a song.
Are we ever
and
going to
pay
hear
them.
them?
Can you not just like use the same song and just change
the words.
some key words?
Now, I'm going to let you into a little secret now. I've been touring for many years.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of my performances.
Yeah.
Next time you watch the performance, pay attention to what I'm singing. I already do that.
No way.
Right, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
I say it's my
Lyrics are
signature.
so different.
Boom, 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 boom,
But it's just every song.
It's the same song.
The
I only
same
know
song
one
every
song.
time.
Oh my god! Don't go telling people
No,
that.
that's my secret.
Amazing.
All right, I guess we should look for a shipwright.
Off you go. And as you set off for the shipwright, that is the end of part 2 of session 5 of Booty. Next time we see what the hell you can afford with your rapidly dwindling funds. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, this is available in video format on the Hat Films YouTube channel, on your favorite podcast service, and it's also broadcast live on Twitch every Wednesday 2 till 5. If you'd like to see that, come and see us. We're about halfway through the campaign now, and it's heating up.
Things
Not just the turtle curry.
Spicy. But yeah, also, if you would like to get earlier access and ad-free version of our podcast, you can do so on our Patreon, patreon.com/hatfilms. That is just another method of supporting us and making sure that we're able to do these things every Wednesday. So thank you very much to everyone that has supported us already. We hope you enjoy that tier. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.